Ravi was a brilliant student. Top grades, perfect notebooks, a favorite among teachers. His parents couldn't have been prouder. He knew every formula in physics, every definition in economics, every single date in history. But on the day Ravi graduated, something strange happened. He stood outside the college gate, degree in hand, but with fear in his heart. For the first time in his life, no one was going to ask him to write a definition, explain something in 200 words, or choose the correct option. The world asked him a completely different question. What can you actually do? And for the first time, Ravi had no answer. That's when he had a profound realization. He had learned subjects, but he hadn't learned skills. In school, we're often taught what to think, not how to think. We memorize entire chapters, but we don't learn how to communicate effectively. We solve complex equations, but we don't learn real-world problem solving. We pass exams, but we don't learn how to face life's actual challenges. Subjects might get you marks, but it's skills that give you power. Now, let me tell you about another student. Aisha was considered average in her studies. Her marks never defined her. But while everyone else was busy memorizing answers for the test, Aisha was learning skills. She learned how to speak confidently in front of a crowd. She taught herself how to use new technologies. Most importantly, she learned how to learn on her own. Sure, she failed a few exams along the way, but she never, ever stopped learning. Let's fast forward 5 years. Ravi was still searching for a stable job, moving from one interview to another. Aisha, on the other hand, was creating opportunities for herself and for others. It wasn't because she was smarter than Ravi, but because she was more skilled. Here is the hard truth that nobody really tells you in school. The world does unpay you for what you know. The world pays you for what you can do with what you know. Think about it. You might know all the rules of English grammar, but can you communicate your ideas clearly and persuasively? You might have studied computer science, but can you actually build something useful with code? You might have read every business studies textbook, but can you solve a real problem for a real customer? Subjects are like maps. They show you the layout, but skills are the ability to drive. A map is useless if you don't know how to drive the car to get to your destination. Consider this. Google doesn't ask for your mark sheet first, it tests your skills. Startups don't care about the name on your degree. They care about the value you can bring. The internet doesn't reward certificates, it rewards creativity and execution. The future belongs to people who can adapt, learn fast, communicate, create, and solve problems. None of these are subjects you find in a textbook. They are skills. Education shouldn't just be about memorizing answers to pass a test. It should be about learning how to learn, learning how to fail and get back up, learning how to improve, and learning how to survive in a world that is constantly changing. The syllabus you're studying today will be outdated tomorrow. Jobs that exist now will disappear. Technology will keep evolving. But your skills, they will stay with you forever. So, let me ask you a really important question. If tomorrow your degree suddenly became useless, what skill would save you? Would it be your confidence, your creativity, your ability to learn something new from scratch? That's why you have to start focusing on this today. Learn communication, not just a language. Learn critical thinking, not just theories. Learn to use technology, don't just read about it in textbooks. Learn discipline, not just a set of rules. You don't need to quit your studies. You just need to go beyond them. Use your subjects as tools to build your skills, not as limits that define you. When you learn coding, focus on logic. When you study science, practice curiosity. When you learn commerce, work on your decision-making. When you engage with the arts, focus on expression. Because subjects tell you what already exists in the world. Skills show you what's possible for you to create. One day, someone is going to look you in the eye and ask, "What can you do?" Make sure your answer isn't just, "I studied this subject." Make sure your answer is, "I can build this, I can solve this, I can create this." So please, learn skills, not just subjects. Because marks might get you a seat in the classroom, but it's your skills that will build you a future. And that future doesn't belong to the best students. It belongs to the best learners. Thanks for watching, and if this resonated with you, make sure to follow for more.